All right, let's talk about something that can be pretty nerve-wracking, the job interview, in English. We're going to break down all the essential techniques you need to absolutely master it. Our goal? To give you the tools and, just as importantly, the mindset to go from feeling nervous to getting hired. First things first, let's just admit it. The thought of a job interview can be stressful, right? Your palms get a little sweaty, your heart starts to beat a little faster. Look, that is completely and totally normal. But here's the great news. Today, we're going to take all that nervous energy and turn it into real, prepared confidence. You know, probably the single biggest mindset shift you can make is right here. You've got to stop thinking of an interview as a test. Seriously, it's not some interrogation where there are right and wrong answers. Just think of it as a professional conversation. That's it. It's a chance to see if you and the company are a good fit for each other. So, how are we going to do that? Well, here's our game plan. First, we'll tackle the mindset, getting into that interview challenge. Then we'll work on absolutely nailing your introduction. After that, we're diving into those tricky questions everyone dreads. And finally, we'll talk about how to make a great final impression. Okay, so part one, the interview challenge. A great interview, it really starts way before you even answer that first question. It's all about your approach, your preparation, and really shifting your thinking from being this passive candidate to a proactive, engaged professional. I love this quote because it just perfectly captures the mindset we're going for. It's not about being perfect. It's about communicating clearly and honestly, showing them how you think. Don't ever let the fear of making one tiny mistake get in the way of that. All right, moving on to the big one, the question you know is coming. So, tell me about yourself. Now, don't make the mistake of thinking this is just a simple warm-up. No way. This is your first and probably your best chance to set the tone for the entire conversation and make a really powerful first impression. So here's the secret, a super simple but really powerful structure. Just think present, past, future. You start with what you're doing right now, your present role. Then you connect it to your key past experiences that are relevant to this job. And you finish by looking to the future, explaining why you're so excited about this specific opportunity. It keeps you focused, concise, and it's exactly what the interviewer wants to hear. Okay, now for the part that I think everyone worries about the most, those tricky questions. But here's the thing, with the right technique, these aren't scary. They're actually your chance to shine, to really show what you're made of and stand out from the crowd. And your secret weapon for this is the STAR method. It is such a game changer. It helps you turn a simple answer into a memorable story. It's perfect for any question that starts with "tell me about a time when." You just lay out the situation, explain the task you had, detail the specific action you took, and then, this is the important part, share the positive result. So for example, the situation was a crazy tight deadline. The task was launching a campaign. The action I took was delegating work to my team, and the result? We launched on time and boosted leads by 15%. See? It's a perfect little story. Let's use that strategic thinking on the most classic tricky question of all time. We have all been there. How in the world do you answer this without making yourself look bad? Just look at the difference here. That weak answer, "I'm a perfectionist," is such a cliche. But the strong answer? Oh, that's gold. It says three amazing things. It shows you're self-aware, it shows you take initiative to fix things, and most importantly, it frames your weakness in the past and talks about your growth. And you can use that same basic idea, be honest, be positive, and focus on growth, for all of these other common questions. Never, ever speak badly about a past job. When you talk about a failure, focus on what you learned from it. And always, always tie your answers back to what this company is trying to achieve. Okay, we're getting near the end of the interview. And then they say it. So, do you have any questions for us? Your answer should always, always be yes. Remember, this isn't a one-way street. The questions you ask show how engaged you are, how smart you are, and how much you actually care about this role. Asking really thoughtful questions like these is a total game changer. It shifts the whole dynamic. Suddenly, you're not just being evaluated, you're evaluating them too. It shows you're not just looking for any job, you're looking for the right one. And you're already thinking like you're part of the team. So, let's bring this all home. We've gone over some really powerful strategies today. Let's just do a quick recap of the core tools that are going to make you stand out. This right here, this is your toolkit for success. It's not about memorizing a script. It's about mastering these frameworks. If you can really get these points down, you're going to walk into your next interview not with anxiety, but with this calm, cool, strategic confidence. Because that's really what it's all about, isn't it? This isn't just about getting a job. It's about taking real control of your career. All the power you need is in your preparation. You've got this.